Hello dear students, in this lesson I'm gonna talking about volume. This shape is a rectangular prism and we have a rule for finding the volume for the rectangular prism. The rule for volume for the rectangular prism is volume equal to length times width times height. And the short form for this rule is V equal to L times W times H. Example number 1, we have this rectangular prism. The length of this rectangular prism is how many squares? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the length is 4 square. We have to write 4 instead of L and then multiply by width. Width, how many squares is width? 1, 2. So we have to write 2 instead of W and then multiply by height. Height of the rectangular prism is how many squared? We have to count it. 1, 2, 3. So the height for this rectangular prism is 3. Now we have to multiply this 3 numbers all together. 4 times 2 equal to 8 and 8 times 3 equal to 24. So the volume for this rectangular prism is 24 square. 24 square. And we have to write the unit for the volume. But in here we don't have any units for, you have to write cubic units. Example number 2, we have another rectangular prism. For finding the volume, you have to write the rules. The rule is V or volume equal to length times the width times height. The length of this rectangular prism is 1, 2, 3, 4. Is 4 and multiply by width. The width of this rectangular prism is 1, 2. Only 2 squares and multiply by the height of this rectangular prism is 1, 2. Now you have to multiply these 3 numbers all together. 4 times 2 equal to 8 and 8 times 2 equal to 16. 16 square unit cube or cubic unit. Example number 3, the volume for this rectangular prism equal to length times width times height. The length of this rectangular prism is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Multiply by the width is 1, 2 squares. And then the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Now you have to multiply 5 times 2 equal to 10 and 10 times 5 equal to 50 square unit cube or cubic unit. Example number 4, the volume for this rectangular prism is length times width times height. The length of this shape is 1, 2, 3. 3 squares. The width is 1, 2 squares and the height is 1, 2 squares. Now you have to multiply 3 times 2 equal to 6 and 6 times 2 equal to 12 square cubic units.